Before starting this video, if you can, please print out the PDF file so you can work with me. So we can label this volume here is V1, volume 1, and then this is volume 2. So we just find the volume 1 and volume 2 and we add them up. That is the volume of the solid. So first of all, V1 is half of sphere. So we know that volume of sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cubed. And because it's only half of the sphere, so we just times by a half or divide by 2 if you like. So now I just replace r with the radius of this. This from here to here is half of 8, which is 4 centimeters. So which is 4 over 3 pi times by r cubed, which is 4 power 3, and you times this by a half. So now I just put that in a calculator. So that is 4 over 3 times shift pi times 4 cubed and then times 1 over 2 or divide by 2 if you like. So which is this. So I just store it in memory first. So I go answer, shift, store in A. So now I just write out 2 decimal place first. So which is 134.04. So 134.04 cubic centimeters. Now volume 2, V2, again is a volume of a sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cubed, and it's only half of the sphere, so which is times by a half. So which equal to 4 over 3 times pi times the radius. Now 17 is the diameter of the sphere. So the radius of this is 17 divided by 2. So that is 8.5. So therefore times by r cubed. R cubed is 8.5 cubed and times by a half. So now I just put this in a calculator. So 4 over 3 and times by pi, shift pi, and times by 8.5 cubed and times by 1 over 2. There you go. So which is 1286.22. 1286.22. So now therefore volume is equal to 134.04. I just round off to 2 decimal place because the question didn't specify how many decimal place, so I can just write 2 or 1 or 3, doesn't matter. So I just write in 2, so which is at 1286.22, which equal to, so now I just bring the calculator up. So all I need to do, I store that in B first, shift store in B. So now what I do, I just go alpha A, which is at alpha B. So that's the answer. So 1420.26, okay, because the 1 is after 6, which is less than 5. So 1420.26. So I just write this down, 1420.26, and the unit is cubic centimeters. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. So let's label this volume 1 and this is volume 2. So we know that V volume is 4 over 3 pi r cubed, and that's give me the volume of a sphere, and we only need half of it, so we times by a half. So now label this is volume 1. Let's work out 1 first and then volume 2, and then we add them up at the end. So which is equal to 4 over 3 times pi times the radius cube, which is 5 power 3, and you times this by a half. So that is V1. So I just put it in the calculator. So which is 4 divided by 3 times shift pi times 5 power 3 divided by 2. So which is equal to 261.80. Let's round up to 2 decimal place first. and I store in memory A. So I just write this down, which is equal to 261.80, and then volume 2 V2, which is equal to same process, which is 4/3 pi times the radius cube. Now remember, this is 6 is the diameter of this second sphere, so half of that, so the radius is 6 divided by 2, which is 3, so which is times by 3, and then power of 3, and then which is times by a half. So that is the second volume. So I just put in the calculator now. So 4/3, and then you times by pi, which is times by 3 cube, 27. Otherwise, just write 3 cube, and then you times by a half or divide by 2. So that is 56.548, and so on. So round up to 2 decimal place. So 56.55. So I just write this down. So which equal to 56, so 0.55. And then now, so therefore, I just write down volume is equal to 261.80 plus 56.55. So now I just store this in memory B first. So I go alpha A plus alpha B. There you go. So 318.348 and so on. So to round up to 2 decimal place, so I just round this off first because I have space. So that is 318.385 and so on. So it doesn't matter you round up to 1 or 2 decimal place because the question didn't specify how many decimal place. So I just round off to 2. 2 or 1 or 3 doesn't really matter. But I normally put in 2 decimal place. So 318.38. But because it's the 5 after 8, so from 5 onward, we must add 1 to 8, so which is 39. So don't forget the unit is cubic centimeters. This cylinder fits exactly 3 tennis balls. Part A. Calculate the volume of each tennis ball. Part B. Calculate the volume of the cylinder. And last part, which is part C, calculate the volume of empty space in the cylinder. Part A. So to find the volume of a tennis ball, so first of all, we know that volume is equal to 4/3 pi r cubed. So to find the radius of the ball, so we know that the diameter of the ball is exactly the same as the diameter of the cylinder. So therefore, the radius of a tennis ball is 6.6 divided by 2, which equal to 3.3. So therefore, V equal 4/3 pi times the radius cube, which is 3.3 cube. So 4/3 times pi times 3.3 cube, that is 150.53. I just write into 2 decimal place first. So which is 150.5325 and so on. But because the question didn't specify how many decimal place, so I can either write correct to 1 or 2 decimal place. So I just round up to 2 decimal place. So 150.53. So equal to 150.53 cubic centimeters. So what I do, so I store this in memory A first. So part B, calculate the volume of the cylinder. So the volume V is equal to volume of cylinder is pi r square h. So which is equal to pi times, now the radius of a cylinder is exactly the same radius of the tennis ball. So which is 3.3 square times the height. Now the cylinder fit exactly 3 tennis balls. So that is the height of this is 3 times, so which is 3 times 6.6, because each ball, the diameter is 6.6, so 3 lots of them, so 3 times 6.6, so that is 19.8 centimeters. So this is the height of the cylinder, so which is 19.8 pi times 3.3 square times 19.8, so which is equal to 677.3964 and so on, to correct to 2 decimal place, so it's 677.40. So just write this down first, 677.40 cubic centimeters, and I'm gonna store that in memory B. So answer, shift, store in B. Part C. Now to calculate the empty space of this cylinder here, to do this, so volume of a cylinder minus the volume of 3 tennis balls, so which is V is equal to 677.40 minus 3 times the tennis balls, so which is 150.53. Now to do this, because I store everything on the calculator now, so all I need to do is alpha B, that was the last one, minus 3 times A, which is 150.53 if you like, 80. So 225.7988 so on. So to correct to 2 decimal place, the answer is 225.80. So which is 225.80 cubic centimeters. Please stop the video and try this one yourself. So part A. Now to calculate the volume of 8 tennis balls. So first of all, volume of a sphere. So volume is equal to 4 over 3 pi r cube. And 8 of them, so which is times this by 8. So now the radius of a tennis ball is r is equal to 6.6 divided by 2, which is 3.3. So which is equal to 4 over 3 pi times 3.3 cube times by 8. So I just put that in a calculator. So 4 over 3 times pi times 3.3 cube and times by 8. So that is 1204.26. I just round up to 2 decimal place. So which is 1204.26 and cubic centimeters. Part B. So calculate the volume of the box. So we know that the box fit exactly 8 tennis ball. So we have 2 and then 2 here as well, fit exactly, okay, inside the box. So 2 here, 2, 2 and so on. So that is, this is 2 lots of 6.6. That is the length of the cube, and same as here, so 2 times 6.6. So that is 13.2 if you like. So then 13.2 in the size as well, because it's a cube. So volume of the box is V is equal to 13.2 times 13.2 times 13.2, or you can write 13.2 cube if you like. So I better sort the answer in A first, so I can use that later. Now to work this out, I just type 13.2 cube, or 13.2 times 13.2 and times 13.2 if you like. So to round up 2 decimal place, so the answer is 2299.97. So equal to 2299.97 cubic centimeters. Part C. To work out the percentage of the volume of the cubes occupied by the balls. So all we need to do, we use the volume of the balls over the volume of the box and then times by 100, of course. So we just go 1204.26 over 2299.97 times by 100% because we want percentage. So I just store this in memory B first. So all I need to do now is A, which is volume of the tennis balls, divided by volume of the box, which is stored in B, and then we times by 100. So that is 52.36%. 52.36%. Thank you so much for watching.